Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Why do I look off the screen? I feel like I can't look into the camera. I don't know why. I don't know. I need to get more comfortable with that. But anyways, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be doing my makeup routine. This video is actually inspired by different YouTubers. I'm probably gonna put them on screen because I forgot her name. This one specific YouTuber, I forgot her name. I'm so sorry. I used to watch her all the time when I was younger. I saw their video and I felt inspired to do my own makeup routine. I also have a new product that I want to test out, so we're gonna test it out together. I'm not gonna lie, I have put it on my face to see if it matches, but I haven't actually done a wear test. Where'd my light go? This sun. This is actually really nice lighting. I like this. This is probably gonna be a voiceover just because I feel like it's a little bit more like peaceful that way. I also have people watching the World Cup in the living room, so I don't want people to be like in the background screaming, so I'm gonna make it a voiceover. And yeah, I think that's it, so let's get started. Okay, hey guys, I'm actually late to editing this video because I got too busy with watching the Mexico and South Korea game, and so I just didn't really get to editing this video because I was just too excited and I was so happy that Mexico won. Still love South Korea, but girl, I gotta stay with my roots, okay? So Mexico all the way. Anyways, this is me moisturizing my face and showing you guys my active acne and my acne scarring, which is something that I wanted to test out with this foundation. And yeah, I just moisturized my face. It was hot in the room, so I was like fanning myself. Didn't really help. So I don't know why, but anyways, here I'm unboxing the MPH3 foundation. I think it's called Less Skin Weightless Foundation, and it's in the shade medium 110 neutral. And it honestly looks tanner in the bottle than it does. Actually, no, I'm not even gonna lie. I think it does look pretty tan, but I don't mind. The brush is from a set that I got from Ulta, and it is a Morphe face set. So I think this brush is a bronzer brush, but I'm using it for foundation because it gets the job done. Honestly, I never use the brushes that I'm supposed to be using, but I don't think it matters at this point because it just does what it's supposed to do. And just make sure to blend it to your neck so then you don't look weird, okay guys? This is me showing you guys the face with 2 pumps and the face without, and then this is me doing 1 pump on one side and seeing how buildable it is. And I will say this foundation is very buildable. And I think it lays nicely. It is a bit more like oily because it is a serum uh kind of formula. So if you do have oily skin, I wouldn't really recommend it, but if you set it down with enough powder, I feel like it's fine, and it looks really radiant too. So I honestly like that about this. Here I'm going in with my Tower 28 concealer. Girl, I literally almost said it wrong. And I'm just putting this under my eyes. And then I'm grabbing a concealer brush from that face set of brushes that I got from Morphe. Honestly, don't know what my dumbass was laughing at, but I think it's because I just look so different because I'm using a foundation and I'm not used to it. Also the products blended together pretty seamlessly, so I was kind of thankful it didn't like peel because there were 2 different brands. But anyways, here is my Huda Beauty powder, and I think it's in the shade Banana Bread, and I use that to just set under my eyes and next to my nose and then my chin too. I did notice that the foundation was actually the same shade as my forehead, so I didn't actually need to do anything for my forehead. Everything just matched. So I also do have bangs, but in this video I have my wavy hair, so I didn't do anything for my forehead either. Like, it wouldn't matter. While I let the powder set on my face, I just use my NYX pencil and I fill them in and brush them out. Usually I don't have to fill them in, but because I was using foundation, I did. Here I used another brush. I think that's supposed to be the blush brush, but I just use it for powder. And I took everything, the excess powder off. I went in with Tower 28 blush. I think it's in the shade Office Hours. And I used the wrong brushes for everything. I'm so sorry. But I'm using a concealer brush from Haus Labs to pack in the blush. And just trying to blend that in to add color to my face again. And honestly, the foundation covered everything pretty well. And just evened everything out as well. Here I usually have I have a birthmark under my eye, so I like to make it stand out by adding makeup to it. And then here I am doing my mascara. I actually have had a lot of people ask, well, in my life, I've had a lot of people ask what I do for my lashes, and I honestly just tell them a Korean lash lift if you can afford it. There's packs in Amazon that you can buy, and then literally just waterproof mascara or any type of mascara. Here I'm being a clumsy person and just putting shit all over my eyelid, but fuck it, we ballin', so it doesn't matter at all. Anyways, I feel so rushed because I don't have a script. Oh my god. Here I noticed that I have the wrong lip pencil. Because it's on the darker shade, and I usually go with the lighter shade if I want a more normal kind of like nude color, and it honestly ends up looking a little orange, so I don't even know, like, I'm literally talking out of my ass, but it's okay. Here I'm just lining my lips, and usually when I do make mistakes with my mascara, I let it dry out so then I could wipe it off and it doesn't smear. And it usually works, it does the job, so I don't really worry about it. I actually have seen this trick from someone on TikTok who works for MAC, and so I just use the bottom of the lip pencil to blend everything in, and it works. So shout out to her. I don't know her name on TikTok, but she's a really, she actually does really good makeup, so really cool. And she's also really talented, so shout out to her again. And then here I'm cleaning up the mistakes that I made with the mascara. I'm like jumping all over the place because this is usually how I do my makeup. I jump from doing my foundation to doing my eyebrows to doing my lips to doing my lashes. So it's very natural and very normal for me to just skip around and not really do anything in a consecutive order. I just forget what step is next, so I just move on. Here I'm blending with the foundation brush that I used to make everything seamless. And then sometimes if I feel like my lashes are too clumped up, I go in and I use more mascara to separate them. Here I use the Refi gloss, and then I use the pen to kind of blend everything in again. And then here I just go in with my Morphe setting spray, and I make sure to put a lot so it stays. I will say use a better setting spray than the Morphe one because your makeup will come off, but whatever. I dry that in, and then I use a powder, a setting powder from Charlotte Tilbury, and I just put that on the areas that I want to be matte. So I have points of highlight and then points that are just matte. And that's pretty much it for my makeup. I hope you enjoyed this week's Friday video, but just let me know if you're enjoying these videos because I enjoy making more like beauty related videos. I love making all kinds of videos, but beauty related videos are fun to do for me because I get to try out different products, and I also get to help you guys find different products that you might enjoy. And also you guys can put me on different products too because I low-key love, like I said, exploring different products. Honestly, I will say this is like I don't think this would be like an everyday makeup. I'm not gonna lie, I low-key did exaggerate by saying this is like my everyday makeup routine. Like, you would think that this isn't a lot of makeup, but for me, since I don't really do a lot of makeup on a daily and as often, I do feel like this is a little too excessive for everyday makeup. But you know what, I might eat my words one day and this might be my everyday like makeup, so we'll see. But I'm trying to, like I said, I'm trying to get into a routine of doing my makeup, not every day, but like at least doing it more often so I get used to it. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video. This is my 7th time saying that, but I really don't care because I really do hope you enjoy. Now I'm gonna go watch the World Cup. I'm gonna go watch Mexico play against South Korea, and I love both teams, but I gotta go with Mexico because that's where my roots are, and that's just my team. So good luck to both teams, but I hope Mexico wins. Anyways, bye.